I'm Mallory. I'm from the X, and I'm here with Emily, Krista, Melissa, and Lee, who is all from the pole house. And we're talking about flexibility. We want to talk about flexibility in pole dancing. And my first question for you guys is just a general one. What's the importance of flexibility in pole dancing?
Well, flexibility is actually, it's not just important for pole dancing, it's important in real life. And I think one of the advantage of aerial arts in general is that we put a real emphasis on flexibility. If you go to a mainstream gym, and not to overgeneralize, but often you're talking about cardio and strength training, so people are either on the treadmills or they're lifting weights. But flexibility is also a primary component to fitness, and I would argue actually as you age, you don't really need to deadlift 80 pounds over your head. What you need to be able to do is bend over and tie your shoes and do basic things around the house that are just important for basic living, and flexibility is a very important component of that. So one advantage of aerial arts is that we place a constant emphasis on flexibility because we need it to do the things that we do.
Mm-hmm. So you would group everything under aerial arts? Is that just so I get like the name right, like when you're talking about everything that you do at the pole house?
I think that's a fair label.
Yeah. Aerial arts? Okay. Yeah. So for people wanting to start aerial arts for the first time, but maybe they're like concerned about their limited flexibility, how do you kind of like get that started? Like how do you get that going?
Well, we're always working at the level of the individual, right? So if you're coming in for your first class, we're not going to have you like doing a split over your head or anything crazy like that. And actually we offer a number of stretching and conditioning classes, and those classes will very much work at the level of the individual. We're used to doing pretty crazy bendy things up in the air, but we also recognize that that's not what normal humans do, right? So we use a variety of techniques. We have, we use yoga mats and blocks and all of those things that you might see in a typical yoga studio, and we'll teach you techniques to help improve your flexibility.
Okay.
And it's a gradual process.
Yeah, because by the end of, if you are like a really good at pole dancing or aerial arts, I guess, then you should be like pretty flexible, right? Like
it's a pretty important component. And the other thing people don't realize, I think when we think about flexibility, especially in the general public, we tend to always think about like splits and legs, but flexibility
it's definitely the first thing that comes to my mind. Yeah,
but there's a lot of different types of flexibility, right? We use a lot of back flexibility, we use a lot of shoulder flexibility, so there's lots of different types of flexibility that you need to train as well. And the fun thing about aerial arts is that we do definitely train flexibility specifically, so we'll do a lot of stretching and conditioning, but your flexibility will improve naturally just as you continue to train and continue to practice these moves.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, you can go and check out the Pole House Facebook for more information about that.